expressions are, how their body language is. If you're able to read people well, if you're able to be patient with people, if you're able to be empathetic towards people, and you're able to give a smile every day, no matter what their concerns or regards is, and instead of giving the word no, always saying that I can always find out for you, means the world to a lot of our guests that come into our industry. It's a lot about language, empathy, and just overall bringing a positive, caring attitude every day. And that's all you really need to be successful in the hospitality industry. So I'm not going to go and harp on someone that you have to have a bachelor's or you have to have a master's or you have to have, an AA. The educational requirements that I would recommend highly is just, in my honest opinion, having a high school GED is, of course, it's very important, to understand the basics and fundamentals of any industry that you may want to be in. But I don't see a bachelor's or a master's as a requirement. As I said before, the main educational skills that I would say that you really need to have is the basic understanding of your computers, of just experience with dealing with people, talking to people, being social. And those are kind of like the main two things when it comes to educational requirements. Just having a high school diploma, understanding the basics. Of course, college and you're having your master's degree is always advantageous and beneficial, especially if you want to move up the ladder. But just as an entry-level position, a high school diploma is great. But as you move up the ladder, we highly recommend you continue your education. So yes, you can have that education to develop a base that helps you understand the industry more. But at the same time, experience is everything when in the hospitality industry. Just communicating with people, talking to people, will take you far and along with the hospitality industry. My favorite part of this industry is being able to bring a smile every single day to that guest, making them remember their stay, telling a story every time that person comes back, asking for you personally if they could take care of them and their family. The fact that random people you've never met are trusting you with their family, their plans, their livelihood, their careers. A lot of people come here for business trips and they need certain items and certain things. And if you can read that person, and if you can understand why they're here, you can give that person a much better experience. And the return and things that you get is constant repeat business, word of mouth that make your property very successful, and also your reviews as a person in the industry quite noticeable by management, so it helps you move up through the industry. And this may not be the only place you work for the rest of your life, but if you do well wherever you work and you give your time and effort to wherever you work and you go above and beyond, there's no one that's going to say no to you, no matter where you want to work. Maybe your next stop is a 5-star hotel or a 4-star or a 3-star. It doesn't matter. As long as you bring your A game every day and able to make an impact and change, it's the most rewarding thing on the planet. And there's only constant progress every time you bring a smile to someone and they want to meet you every time you visit your property. All I say is just show up, don't wait for someone to reach out for you. Don't wait for that online posting. Just go to the property. In the hospitality industry, it's a very high turnover industry. So there's always something bound to be open. You may not get your dream position right off the bat, but just go in and get your foot in the door. It doesn't take long for you to get the position that you want by just showing a little bit of effort and bringing that smile, that personality, and that empathetic behavior towards your guests every day, and you will get the position that you want. All I say is just go to the property, put your foot in the door, ask, go once a week and just keep checking in and saying, hey, is there a position available for me? And people take notice. Don't wait, just go.
Labor market information, also known as LMI, holds all of the specific data for industries and occupations. Let's talk about hospitality and tourism's LMI, starting with wages. The average yearly wages of an employee in the hospitality and tourism industry are $19,240. Currently, there are 50,524 people employed in this industry in Marion County. with a projected growth of 46,246 employees within the next 5 years. With a high school diploma and on-the-job training, those going into the hospitality and tourism industry can find work as hotel desk clerks, concierge, and housekeeping cleaners making between $10 and $12 an hour. With more experience and an apprenticeship, the next level of work becomes travel guides, bartenders, and cooks making between $11 and $14 an hour. With a bachelor's degree or long-term training, job opportunities such as flight attendants, event planners, and food prep supervisors making $18 to $25 an hour become possible. To learn more about which middle schools and high schools have programs in this industry, click on the LMI Sheet button on the front of this Industry Tours booth. Thank you to this year's 2021 Youth Career Expo sponsors. We hope you enjoy the rest of the expo.